Give me some good news!
Oh, it's not as bad as it looks.
The Sing films are filled to the brim with references to other films and franchises, and we're here to sing all about them.
Now let's get to work.
Number 1. While Alice is nowhere to be seen, Mina certainly takes her place in this wonderland of sorts.
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Sing 2 opens with an eye-popping, dazzling musical number, and keen-eyed or just well-read animation lovers should have noticed this opening is actually a reference to Lewis Carroll's famous work, Alice in Wonderland. This seems fitting as a song with Mina at the center, as Mina's journey in the first film is quite similar to Alice's in the tale, as she also was born into an older world and dreamed of bigger, more colorful pastures.
Very interesting.
Number 2. It's pretty tough to have an electric guitar on stage and not think of Marty McFly. In the first Sing film, singer extraordinaire Ash has a big, beautiful guitar finale, which she bookends with an iconic knee slide across the stage. Fans of time travel will recognize this move from Back to the Future, where Marty, in an almost identical pose, slides across the stage to a room full of people, ushering in the new age of rock and roll.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet.
Number 3. Sort of makes sense that a bunch of bank robbers would be inspired by this rabbit-sized psychopath. In Sing, the masks the gorillas wear during their bank heist will look familiar to fans of Illumination's other film, Secret Life of Pets. They are the faces of the rabbit leader of a renegade group of pets named Snowball, voiced by Kevin Hart and remembered for his very violent nature. Number 4. While Lyle comes to mind as the name for a crocodile, Illumination went in a different direction. In both The Secret Life of Pets and Sing, there is a crocodile character with the name Derek. In Secret Life of Pets, it's an inept assistant to the crazed Snowball. But in Sing, it's given to a much more regular character who just happens to be a crocodile.
Derek, you idiot! Hey, put the cash in my car, will you, Derek?
Number 5. The key to making a good criminal character is subtlety, apparently. During the making of Sing, in its earlier stages, Buster Moon, played by Matthew McConaughey, was meant to be more of a devious con artist. But the filmmakers begun to see that this was making the character very unlikable, so they dialed it down to his current, slightly devious personality, and we're all grateful.
Loud and horrible, but shows promise. Welcome to the show.
Number 6. There's so many characters in this franchise to follow, can you imagine if they had one more? Well, they did. In the original film script, there was a business mogul-type bull character playing a more prominent role. But after realizing that the character didn't work for the story as there was already so much in play, the design got downgraded to their current form, being the one to give Mike the Mouse a credit card. Number 7. He did such a good job that he really blended into this film without notice. Garth Jennings not only directed the film, but also voices Miss Collie, Buster Moon's chameleon assistant in both films. We really thought that was an older woman's voice. Technology's amazing.
Is anybody home?
Number 8. This cute reference snuck past a lot of audience members the first time around. Many audience members were confused as to what the deal was with the Red Panda Posse characters and what they were inspired by, even though their mysterious and unpredictable nature added a funny element to the film. But Japanese watchers knew this was a shout out to pop and fashion phenomenon Kiari Pamu Pamu. Number 9. It's an Illumination picture, so how could it not have some kind of shout out to those little yellow creatures that have taken over the world? In the Illumination logo sequence at the start of Sing, the minion who screams and makes the letters go dark actually makes the darkened letters spell out Minion. What are the odds that you can spell out their name in their own studio's logo? Pretty clever. Number 10. It's a film about anthropomorphic animals, so they had to sneak in some animal-based humor. At the beginning of the film Sing, when the film is showing off the famous Moon Theater, you can see two animals, a tortoise and a hare, racing to the top of the left side. Well, they're not going too fast, but you know this is a cheeky reference to the old tortoise and the hare tale. Number 11. The Nightmare Before Christmas was such an achievement in animation that Sing needed to make some kind of ode to it. In Sing, there is a scene in the opening play that looks exactly like a scene from The Nightmare Before Christmas, where Jack walks up a strange-looking mountain to be framed perfectly by the moon. One might also recognize this as the iconic poster for Nightmare Before Christmas. Number 12. This next secret is a bit more dark than the others. In the scene where we see the entire Bacon family eating happily, on the left you can see one of the kids having pepperoni pizza. Now, if you know what pepperoni is, then this will make it clear what this detail entails about the Piggy characters. Let's not dig into this any further. Number 13. If you thought just because this wasn't a Pixar film it wouldn't have this animated staple in it, then you were wrong. While exiting the theater, we see Gunther's bag, and it is most definitely a reference to the Pixar Luxo Ball, a reference that Pixar goes to great lengths to include in almost every single film they produce. Take that, Disney. Number 14. Much like Doc and Marty, let's travel back in time yet again for another Easter egg. In Sing, Buster has trouble connecting his power cables on top of his theater just like Doc did in the action-packed time travel scene from Back to the Future. Both have a clock tower as well, cementing this as a clear reference to the hit 80s film. Number 15. We really didn't think he had it in him. In yet another Secret Life of Pets Easter egg on Buster Moon's office wall in Sing, you can spot Buddy from The Secret Life of Pets as a detective on his wall. Very out of character, but again, that's our bad for underestimating him. Number 16. This is a little secret moment for you Ash fans out there. In the finale of Sing, the sunglasses Ash is wearing and then trashes are actually the ones Becky, that other hedgehog who was with Ash's boyfriend, was wearing when Ash caught them together. This gives the scene an extra bit of independence and power for Ash, and we're here for it. Number 17. Ash's boyfriend is far from heroic, but this Easter egg says otherwise. On Ash's ex-boyfriend's guitar case, it appears the Avengers logo is on the top left when he lifts it up. This could also be the anarchist symbol that punk rockers like to use. He's welcome to assemble, anywhere but near our girl, Ash. Number 18. This insult from Mike meant more than you think. When Mike says to Mina,
You almost killed me, Jumbo!
he's not only calling her dumb, but also referencing the classic Disney film about an elephant. In that film, Dumbo also had a mouse sidekick. Not that Mike is being very sidekickish in this moment. Number 19. Trivia buffs certainly recognize this iconic sound from Sing. In the film, when the ox who is auditioning steps on a snail, the snail emits the famous Wilhelm scream, featured in hundreds of films, most famously starting with its inclusion in Star Wars by George Lucas. Number 20. This character from Sing 2 was actually 2 Rockstar references in one. While Clay Calloway is not only played by Bono, a real world-renowned rock star and lead singer of U2, his character name is also a reference to a famous musician, Cab Calloway. Those were just some of our favorite Easter eggs, secrets, and references you might have missed in the Sing films. Any you love that we didn't mention? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more animated content, and thanks for watching The Things Animated.